Well, ladies and gentlemen, you are witnessing, this is Heartland Community Credit Union, and they are the largest supporter of HMA 2007. We are here to witness the launching of this event. I guess we'll be talking to some dignitaries are here today. Now let's see who we have here.
Good morning, everyone. I'm John Weiss from CKNX Radio, and I'm the MC of the Excellent Awards event that is coming up, and I'm also a member of the awards committee along with some other fine individuals. We welcome you here today to the Heartland Community Credit Union, and we'd like to welcome all our friends and dignitaries and members of the media, of course. We've got some exciting news and some interesting news to share with you today. And some of the people you see up here I'm going to introduce shortly will have much more to tell you, which will be far more interesting than anything I can say. We're here to share with you that exciting news about the Huron Manufacturing Association. There is a new and exciting component to the Excellent Awards event, which is coming up on November the 8th in Exeter, and it's going to be taking place at the South Huron Recreation Center. If you recall, last year it took place at the North Huron Community Complex and Wingham. So we moved it south for this year as we attempt to move it around a bit. Now, in addition to the exciting announcement for this year's dinner, and this dinner is expected to be even more successful. Very pleased with the first awards, Excellent Awards event last year. And this year we expect it to be bigger and better, and the dynamics are going to be much larger. We're expecting more guests. And we also have bigger entertainment. I'm proud to say Katie Durst, who's here today with us, is going to be part of that entertainment package at the Excellent Awards dinner. So thank you for being part of that, and thank you for being here today as well. And stay tuned for other details. There's an excellent website, huronmanufacturing.on.ca. If you haven't been to that website, it's very informative and it's attractive to look at, lots of good information, and it'll tell you more about the dinner as things develop. Now, in addition to the remarks from our media conference today, we also have some printed information that you'll be able to walk away with. And it is to my left. Is that where you're hiding that stuff? It's over there. So make sure you want to grab some of that information on your way out. And that'll give you more information. I wish to introduce some of the people that are sitting on our panel up front here today. Each person will have remarks. And then following their remarks, we'll open it up to some questions that you may have. So I'd like to introduce to my right, coordinator of the HMA and planner for the County of Huron, Monica Walker-Bolton.
Morning, everybody. As a planner and economic development professional, I am always striving to help create partnerships that will create a positive impact for community and economic development in Huron County. The Manufacturing Excellence Awards, which we celebrated for the first time last year, has been an excellent example of collaboration between the County of Huron, the HMA, and our sponsors. This year, we are happy to have Heartland Credit Union joining us as our host sponsor. So thank you very much, Heartland, for supporting these excellent awards. The Manufacturing Excellence Awards celebrates excellence in Huron manufacturing, but they do more than that. These awards help fight the labor shortage by recognizing companies who are integrating our young people into the workforce. And these awards help attract and retain exceptional young people to the manufacturing workforce through our Junior Manufacturer of the Year Award. These awards recognize innovations that are creating strong, viable manufacturing communities through the Innovative Manufacturing and Innovative Product Awards. And these awards also recognize the contributions that manufacturers make to build strong communities, and these are our Corporate Citizenship Awards and our Chairman's Award for Leadership. Thank you.
Sitting to the right of Monica is Chris Meyer, Chairman of the Huron Manufacturing Association, Plant Manager for Progressive Turf Equipment and Seaforth. Is that right, Chris?
Correct. Again, welcome. It's a pleasure to being here, and always gives me great joy to be able to introduce things. And for the ones that have been at the Manufacturing Excellence Awards, then you'll know what I'm talking about. Last year, but this the Manufacturing Excellence Awards is a gala event that is just to celebrate the achievements of Huron County's manufacturers. And we put on an exciting, entertaining event with great food and unique entertainment. That's obviously there, you can see that. But performing at the awards this year will also be on November 8th, will be Huron County's own Canadian Idol, Katie Durst, with her band Quarter Mile Lane. And but none of this would have been possible without our sponsors, and we have many. The Huron Business Center, the Huron Business Development Corporation, the West Harbor Insurance, Huron Solutions, Illumination IQ, Comco Distributing, Town of Goderich, MP Russo, the Municipality of Huron East, which all have come forward as supporting sponsors for these awards. But the Excellence Awards is not just about putting on a big event. Monica had mentioned the economic development goals for this event, but she did not mention how the award is also a fundraiser for charity. For the first annual event, we decided that instead of giving cash rewards to our winners, we would make a donation to charity on behalf of all the winners. Last year, we used a portion of our corporate sponsorship to make this donation to the Huron United Way in the amount of $1,600. This year, the Heartland Credit Union has joined us as a host sponsor, and this is why we're here. And they're contributing $10,000 to the Manufacturing Excellence Awards. And that's just excellent.
To my far left is my Tim Hortons buddy from Goderich, and a familiar face, the Warden for the County of Huron and Mayor of Goderich, Deb Schufelt. Thank you, Deb.
Well, thanks, John, and it certainly is very gratifying for me to be part of this announcement. The County of Huron is a host sponsor of the Manufacturing Excellence Awards, along with Heartland. For the reason Monica has mentioned, we feel that these awards are more than just a fun night out. They serve an important role, recognizing the hard work and significant contribution manufacturing companies make to our economy. And I think it's about time we took a moment to thank the people who are making sure we continue to have jobs for the people who live here in Huron County, and I applaud that. The Huron Manufacturing Association was an organization that was initiated by the county several years ago and has grown into quite an impressive organization. So we did come back as a local council, pried $10,000 out of the Goderich Council to help get this together, and certainly handed it off to the county because we knew that they could do such a great job. And the great work done by HMA for economic development in the county, from the manufacturing tours for high school students, I think that's really important, to their promotion of lean manufacturing in the Kaizen, and several of you will know what that's all about. These excellent awards have already enriched the county's economic development capacity for the manufacturing sector and contributed to the overall economic development picture within the county. And I think, as you're quite aware, the county has taken steps to even add more to this. I'm pleased to see Heartland Credit Union joining in this partnership with the HMA to create the HMA Heartland Scholarship Fund. I know Heartland has always had a view toward building strong communities in Huron, with a particular focus on promoting the skilled trades. It's very satisfying to be part of this and to watch and see it grow, so I say thanks to everyone.
Thank you very much, Deb. And now I wish to call on our Member of Parliament for Huron Bruce, Paul Stackley. Paul, you have some remarks for us?
Well, thank you very much, John, and it's an honor to be among such esteemed people this morning, among people who are going to be meeting some of our, perhaps, our movie makers. We have our own, of course, in Katie, and we want to, personally, I have already told you that privately, but I'm going to tell you publicly how proud we are of you being part of us and being part of our community. This morning, the Heartland Credit Union, of which I'm a member and proud to be so, sharing and putting forward an award so that we can attract our younger people back to the riding of Huron. And of course I have to say Huron Bruce, but this particular riding, part of the riding of course is, as we know, Huron, and we know that we have some of the greatest in excellence producers and manufacturers of product in this riding that you could find anywhere in Canada. And I want to salute the people from well, we used to know it as Champion, at one time it was Dominion, and and now it's Volvo, and we do salute you for the kind of work you do, because no matter where we go and where I speak, I always say I come from Godrich. That's where my office is, and that's where we built Champion road graders, or now Volvo road graders, and of course most people can identify with that. And so as the first winner of the Huron Manufacturers Association Award last year, I want to salute you for that. And for those who are anticipating winning this year, I know there are a lot of them out there this year that are anticipating doing that, but I think most of all, because I do believe that we have to bring our youth back. And for that, I salute all of you, because I think as government we have failed in doing enough. Europe has done a great job with their apprenticeship program. We haven't done enough. Germany, as an example, about 24% of the young people come through apprenticeship programs. In Canada, it's about 4%. So we have a long ways to go. And since federally we have shifted a lot of the manpower training responsibilities to the province, and I'm not trying to shift responsibility. I think that was a mistake. I think we need a consistent program across this country where training is equal across in every part of the province, every part of the country. Every province should be at the same level of training and have the same capabilities of training. Without manufacturing and jobs being created here, we're not going to have young people. And there's where I stand. I want our young people back in Huron-Bruce. We have a great community, a great place to raise our children, and certainly a great place for all of us to spend our retirement. Thank you very much.
We are certainly delighted to introduce you today to the Executive Vice President, Chief Operating Officer of United Communities Credit Union Limited, Mr. Jim Lynn. Jim?
Welcome, everybody. We appreciate you coming to the branch today. It's a great event. We truly believe that making a difference in the community is part of our core mission moving forward. We are led by our local directors who live and work in our communities so that they, together with our staff, have a special understanding of the needs and the impacts of our investments in our community. Through our board, the credit union has identified several key areas of focus, including economic development and youth. So our increased partnership with the Huron Manufacturers Association fits very well with these initiatives. To support our ongoing investments back into our community, we reinvest 5% of our pre-tax profit on an annual basis back into our communities. This compares to the national standard of 1% of pre-tax profits, which is called the Imagine campaign. So our reinvestment is actually 5 times the national standard for that particular organization. Additionally, we noticed that it was very difficult for young apprentices to access student loan funds, as those programs are really designed for the 2-year programs, as well as the more academically inclined programs at universities. So we actually designed a special apprenticeship loan program which has been structured to assist those students in continuing education. We're really pleased today to be announcing the 2 different initiatives today. One is our involvement and investment in the upcoming special awards banquet, $10,000. We did participate last year. We were quite thrilled that several of our members were actually key winners last year as well. So we're quite interested and involved in that part of the organization. So really pleased to be involved with the County of Huron. I think that's a great partnership and look forward to continuing that down the road. In addition to the increased involvement with the awards celebration, we are very excited to announce the creation of the new scholarship fund, the Huron Manufacturers Association Heartland Credit Union Scholarship Fund, specifically targeted to increase the opportunities for young people to pursue a career in the skilled trades, which is a win for both them and for the economies. I happen to have a son who's a Class A mechanic, auto mechanic, so I can appreciate some of the challenges that those students face, both in terms of the academic activities they get involved with, in terms of getting apprenticeships, in terms of financing their tools, in terms of, for example, financing that first vehicle they need to get to that first job. So there's a number of different challenges that apprentices face, that we think there's a great opportunity to make a difference within our communities. So we're pleased to announce that we are committing $2,000 per year for the next 5 years to the fund, and together with the Huron Manufacturers Association, we strongly believe this seed money will attract many more dollars from both individuals in the community and from businesses. And we certainly encourage people to talk to other businesses and other people so that we can truly make a difference and move forward on that. This year, 4 $1,000 scholarships will be awarded, and we fully expect the fund will grow and be able to assist even more people in the future. We are currently finalizing the nomination criteria for publication. However, to be successful in obtaining one of the scholarships, it will be important to live or work in the County of Huron, to be associated with the skilled trades, and to choose a skilled trade for which there is a recognized shortage. So those are the criteria that we're working towards. Now comes time for the commercial. I would invite you to review the fact sheet provided about our credit union. We are significantly larger and more influential in our communities than most people realize. With our merger on January the 1st of 2006, we now serve 33,000 members. Almost half of our loan book is directly invested in small business and agricultural loans. Our merger has also increased our range of services and expertise, probably far greater than the level most people assume within the community. We have the products and services to meet the needs of almost every local resident and business within this part of Ontario. The success of our communities and our local businesses is the key to our success as a credit union. In turn, our success allows us to reinvest back in the communities that we serve. Thanks again to the HMA and the other partners for the opportunity to participate. It is truly a win-win solution when we all work together cooperatively. So we thank you for your assistance on that.
Thank you from all those who gave remarks today and for all those who visited. So let's have a check presentation, Monica.
Ladies and gentlemen, John Wise, CKNX Radio. This personality is well known. Welcome, John.
Well, thank you so much for saying all those generous comments. That's great.
Well, you know, you have hosted the very first HMA Awards evening gala, and it was a tremendous success. And here we go again. They chose you now for a chair and a spokesman, and you will be chairing the next meeting. It's an awesome thing we got going here in Huron County.
Boy, I tell you, Chair, and I'm delighted that they've asked me to be a part of it. It's a very exciting movement that they have with the Huron Manufacturing Association, and I think the Excellence Awards is also an opportunity to not only award those who are deserving of the awards, but also another platform to explain what the association is all about and some of the good work they're trying to do. It's a great celebration, and we got a great dinner planned coming up.
I want to pay you another compliment. I can see HMA is in good hands with you, but you're charismatic, literally, about the stuff you believe in and who you are as a person. It's good to have you on board.
Well, thank you very much, and I appreciate you saying that, and great, thank you.
Thank you, John.
Okay.
Very good. Okay, thanks.
Dan Bilas, this is Mike Pullen. He's a new Economic Development Officer for the County of Huron. This is Mike, this is Dan.
Nice to meet you.
Dan's with ETM Television, which is a community-based television station out of Exeter.
Okay.
And well, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure. I have just met Mike Pollan. He is the newest addition to economic development team for Huron County. He is stationed in Goderich. Welcome on board, or to the team.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here. Looking forward to working with all the businesses and folks in Huron County, and it's good to be home. I'm originally from Huron County, grew up here, born and raised, so it's great to come back and bring some ideas that I've learned when I've been traveling around the province to the whole big economic development picture here. So,
Mike Pollan, sir, this is a large portfolio to say the least. It's tremendous. Lately, there's been some launchings and some things such as this today that he's making this community very well noticed, and Huron County is on board. Ontario is beginning to really notice us in a fresh new light. I think this is needed, and you'll quickly agree that strategy is good lately.
yes, absolutely, and I think that we can really build on those strategies that are already in place. I think really there's a lot of excellent economic development initiatives that are going on in Huron County right now, and it's just a simple case of making sure everybody knows what everybody else is doing, coordination, making our efforts and dollars go further, and I'd really like to see a great focus on marketing. Obviously, we have to look after our existing businesses first and foremost and helping them, but I'd really like to look at increased marketing efforts to try to get more businesses looking this way to invest in Huron County. So there's lots of work to do. There's roles for everybody to play, and there's some great organizations like the Manufacturing Association and the Huron Tourism Association already in place. I think the Warden's Economic Development Task Force is a great new group that will help pull everything together and make that coordination happen. So looking forward to working with everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, needless to say, this was the gentleman that I was talking about in quite a few programs. I had finally had the pleasure of meeting him, and we'll be working together closely in communicating the needs and wants, desires, and all these things we require in Huron County. Welcome aboard.
Thank you very much.
Good. We will. I promise you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasure again introducing to you a man, I call him the Volvo guy, the Goderich man, the guy who has made things happen for this county and certainly the town of Goderich. Welcome, sir. Now, you have a function to play here.
Yes, as part of the members, I'm the Vice President and General Manager of Volvo. And we support this association quite a bit because there's strength in numbers.
I just want your name and your rank with Volvo, just for our viewers so they know who they're talking to.
Jay Davis, I'm the Vice President and General Manager of Volvo Motor Graders.
This is a top guy, ladies and gentlemen. Buck starts and stops with him.
Yes, sometimes good, sometimes not so good. It's all good.
You know, Monica was telling me also, even yesterday, you have pulled the community together, and certainly the manufacturing community of businesses that exist in this county have taken notice from Volvo and the management you provided for the company and showing the true colors of leadership to the community, certainly the county. Proud to rub shoulders with people like you and a business like yours.
Well, we've been very fortunate. I think the leadership includes everyone. And leadership is not just management, it's the people themselves who, if you have the right people, they take the lead themselves. And so that's where we're fortunate, is that we have a lot of people that take that leadership role, including the operators on the floor who then require less leadership and direction from anybody else.
Yeah, I had just talked to a brand new man who had been just invited as a Warden's Economic Development, a new planner, new gentleman who is the Officer for Economic Development for Huron, Mike Pollan. Very astute gentleman. I had just met with him, heard a lot about him. But this team seems to be growing, and HMA, so deserving and so beautiful to see that gala presentation of recognizing talent, recognizing business opportunities and all this stuff in community, and certainly in this county. It just makes me so proud to be a member of this community and certainly this county.
Absolutely. And as I said, strength in numbers.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of good things going on in this county. And the more we talk and the more we share, the better off we all individually will be, and we'll be better positioned globally. And that doesn't happen unless you have organizations like this.
I want to thank you for your time, sir. Hopefully look forward to seeing and talking to you very, very soon.
Great, thank you.
Okay, thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, new face with us here today. Katie, how are you? Give me your full name, Katie.
Katie Durst.
Okay. Katie, where are you from?
I live just north of Goderich on Nile Road.
Okay. I understand you're going to be performing at the next gala evening.
Yeah, I'm really excited for the Manufacturing Awards Association's Awards ceremony. I'm going to be performing that night for them.
Okay. So tell me about the performance. Give us a little teaser. What can we expect?
Well, we'll probably do some of the new stuff that we've been working on. We're planning to record in November, so it'll be a good chance to give some of the songs a road test before we put them on the album.
You really have a good heart and a good ear for what they stand for in the community. HMA is doing some awesome things. But so are you here. What does that mean?
For me, what I'm doing, I'm a really big fan of Huron County. I grew up here, I love it here, and I want to stay here. And so it's really cool for me to be able to do a lot of the things that I'm doing musically in Huron County. We're recording locally with Mark Hussey's studio just outside of Goderich, and to be able to perform and make a living to some degree right now in Huron County with music is pretty exciting to me. And the way that the Manufacturing Association is creating opportunities for young people to create viable and sustainable employment and to be able to stay here and have their families here is just very wonderful in my opinion.
Katie, pleasure talking to you.
Thank you very much. It was nice to talk to you too.
Okay. Chris, welcome, Chris.
Thank you. Thank you.
The new chair for this year for HMA evening, that gala looks to be just very promising. It's going to be a big success. I can already see it. When you see Heartland's involvement and some of the astute business that has come forward, this is good.
Well, and this is true. We're especially so proud to hear from associations like Heartland to be able to bring in not just the sponsorship, but the support and the partnership that comes with it.
Yes.
And that's what we're looking for. Of course, the funds always help, and that's what makes us grow, because that's what makes the world go around. But we require partnership and extensions through that, through the manufacturing, through the education, through the municipal, and all the government extensions that may come with that. And we're hoping, through the years as this moves forward, it will be embracing all the areas that felt left out, that weren't part of the involvement all the way around. And we're just looking forward to it. Now, sure, the gala dinner is also to enjoy yourself and kind of appreciation to the manufacturers, what they've done, and there's awards given out. But it's about the emphasis that's put on for the full year going forward, what you can do to make a difference in your community, within your manufacturing society that you may be within, and even the education or any of those things, and how you integrate new employees into your environment. And we just fully support that all the way.
Chris, thank you for talking to us today. I really look forward to seeing you the 8th of November.
We'll be there.
At the gala. You will be obviously opening it officially.
Yes.
And look forward to the beautiful year. Really, this is an exciting event that will send a ripple for the whole year for manufacturing, for the business throughout the county. Thank you on their behalf.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Pleasure seeing you there.
MP is keeping some very esteemed company here. On behalf of all of our viewers, this seems to be a lot of fun you're having here today.
Oh, well, we always have great fun. We're in a bank, and
Credit union.
I'm not needing money. I should say credit union. Today we're in a credit union, actually, and one that I'm very proud to be associated with. And, of course, when you have the general manager here, and he has all kinds of titles, but he's been around forever in the banking world. And he's finally chosen to do his twilight years with the credit union, because I can say that to a guy who has a gray beard like myself. He's leaving at some point in time, like to doing his stint here until he retires, I presume. Now, that shouldn't be that presumptuous,
It's almost 10 years I've been here.
Almost 10 years.
Almost 10 years.
Yeah. Well, he's been much appreciated by this community and certainly by this branch, and in making, of course, the merger that has occurred with the various things coming together over recent times, a place that I'm proud to be associated with.
Heartland Community Credit Union, Jim Lynn. Welcome, sir.
We certainly really enjoyed the session this morning. I think certainly having Paul's support as well as Gary Jewett's support, our vice chair of our board, is really there's an opportunity for us to be involved in supporting the local economy as far as the awards banquet, but as importantly, certainly the new scholarship fund being set up between the HMA and Heartland. I think it's a great opportunity to encourage young people, both male and female, to look at the skilled trades as a real career opportunity. I happen to have a son who's in the skilled trades, and I know that there's some real challenges they face that often are identified, whether it be the purchase of that first vehicle, or whether it be the tools, or the bridging of time between going to school, between apprenticeship terms. We think there's a real opportunity to make a real difference. Even since our announcement this morning, we've been one of the participants here has advised they're going to contribute $1,000 additional funds into that scholarship fund. So we really see this as seed money, as really providing the opportunity for a number of students, young people, and those who are already involved in the trades and perhaps want to proceed to get their formal apprenticeship in having the means to be able to do that. So we think it's a great opportunity. And we certainly, the HMA is a great partnership of a number of different organizations, and that's working cooperatively is really key for us moving forward. So, but you have to give a lot of the thanks to certainly our board of directors, of which Gary is certainly a key part. Because we are a credit union locally controlled by members who elect the board, they really have a deep understanding as to the needs of the community and what we can do to reinvest. By reinvesting 5% of our pre-tax profits back into our communities, it builds communities, which in turn builds our success and allows us again to reinvest. We're a major employer in this community as well as our other communities we serve. So we bring a lot of employment, we bring a lot of services that we purchase, but that all multiplies together to have a real impact within our communities. And certainly with members like Paul, who are very influential, and some other key folks, we think there's a great opportunity to have even a greater impact as we move forward in the future.
Mr. Lynn, I have a little announcement to make too. Because you've been so generous and really have supported this HMA and really have played a vital part in this, you will have a free commercial on ETM. You choose the wording and announcement you wish to make, but you will be sponsoring this as a television program, and just do that. Now, it's also my pleasure. This is your vice chair?
That's correct.
Right. I'm Gary Jewett, the vice chair of the board. Right.
Okay, this is really a unique day. A lot had been announced, a lot to look forward to.
As we said earlier in our presentations, if it wasn't for the partnering, the board of directors, of course, who sort of stands behind and sort of oversees the work of the credit union, the management, and those of us who sort of stand on the outside looking in and are participating members in other ways, the fact that we're encouraging young people to come back to this riding is, for me, a great moment, and I think we need to do more of this. So I applaud the HMA for doing what they've done this morning, and certainly for the credit union to be coming involved in doing this scholarship. I think that's a great move forward. So I applaud everyone for doing this.
I can't tell you enough. I feel dignified, my rubbing shoulders with you all here. Some awesome things happening in Huron County. Thank you very much. On behalf of ETM Television, I'm Dan Bilas. Thank you.